Beep.
Hi, it's me, and Topster. Topester's here.
Hello
Yeah.
again.
And when Topster
I'm
talks,
the
sometimes
coolest.
my mouth talks for Topster. It's all right though. We appreciate Topster. Um, we're doing Reddits,
Mhm.
and we found this one. This one seems pretty interesting. I'll read the top part. It says, I told my roommate to stop bringing guys over because the sexy sex noises were the smacky noises were too loud, and now she locked me out of our apartment. I, 24 female, have had a roommate, 25 female, for 6 months. I always hate how they write that. Like, it's like such bad grammar, but whatever. We get along pretty well and quickly became friends. First 3 months, we respected the other's boundaries and didn't have any issues regarding that. But for the last 3 months, she had been constantly bringing guys over 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes she will bring the same guy over, but most of the time it's a new one. I don't have any problem with her being promiscuous, but the noises she makes has been distracting me. I'm on my way to getting my business degree and I need to study at night. I do work sometimes at night and I don't get home until 4 in the morning. The screaming, the moanings, the bangings, all the sounds is creating huge distractions for me. And I don't have anywhere else I can go for peace and quiet. If I did, I wouldn't be having her as a roommate. I've tried to wear noise canceling headphones and I could still hear the noises. I also can't raise the volume because I don't want to ruin my hearing. It finally got to the point that I told her she has to stop bringing guys over, at least at night, because I can't concentrate with all the noise. She said she can't bring them over daytime because she's busy during the day. We argued for 10 minutes, during which I offered that she can just do it more quietly, but she only said that being quiet during sex makes the entire experience worthless. At the end, I firmly told her that she either stops bringing guys over altogether or she has to move out. This is where she started calling me a selfish biatch who is jealous that she gets so many guys, and the last time I had sex was 3 months ago because I'm stuck in a relationship with a guy who lives in the UK. We live in New York, and said that I won't be able to make rent without her, which is true, but then again, she won't be able to either because we both pay half rent each. So it ended with me going into her room to throw her stuff out, but she hit me in the face, pushed me out of the apartment, and locked me out. I called my brother to ask him if he could come and help me, but he said I'm making a big deal out of nothing and I should just apologize.
I don't know.
So, I'm always confused with the roommate thing. I don't know if they are both on the lease or just she is. I don't know. So I don't even know if it's legal. I mean, it's not legal to kick anybody out, at least where we're at. I mean, we're all in the States, but I think it's different in each state. But you can't just kick somebody out, even if they're not on the lease. You can't just kick somebody out. So that's weird, but they're fighting, so I'm sure she's already back in the house. I'm sure this was 18 hours ago. But I mean, it's funny.
Why doesn't she go to the dude's house?
She has different.
I
don't know. Probably because they have roommates too. She probably has less roommates. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe she's more comfortable at her own place. Dudes are kind of nasty. If she's bringing different dudes over throughout the week, I would hope that she's cleaning her sheets after each time. I don't know. I wouldn't be doing this. There's so many scary things about having so many partners. I'm sure there's things that, I don't know. Can you imagine going to somebody's house and you're doing the nasty nasties with them and you find some other person's pubes, in their bed? For some reason, it's not their pubes. It's definitely not your own pubes. It's just some other rando's pubes, you know? It's creepy. But it's funny that the noise canceling headphones didn't work. She said that there's banging.
They must have paper it didn't.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I was wondering too, why is she that loud? But she says that she screams too. So I don't know. There's times that I had to study and stuff, right? Because, you know, I've gone to school. And you guys were super, super loud, screaming, banging, you know, for your own reasons. Pulling each other's hair and faces off, whatever.
That wasn't me. I wasn't pulling people's hair.
And you know what I did? I put earplugs in and then put headphones on over it that were noise canceling and would do like white noises or water sounds and stuff. Turn that up high. And then I had earplugs in anyways. So I couldn't hear that much with the earplugs, but then I put headphones on over it with sound. And that did really good. And I feel like she could do something like that, you know?
Yeah, because y'all both are broke.
Yeah.
So.
You can't move out. She can't do the nasties in the daytime because she's busy, you know? Yeah, I feel like that's a good solution. But, you know, what do I know? Ooh, should we look at the comments?
Sure.
Can you play Baby Shark really loud every time she loudly goes at it? Oh, you know, that's fair. That is fair. If she's making such loud noises and screaming and banging or whatever she is doing, I think you have every right to do Baby Shark. Can you imagine that? Every time you do that. And, like, it's random dudes, too, so.
I said just...
Church hymns, yeah. Nothing kills the mood faster than people singing about Jesus. That's awesome. Instead of trying to tune out their obvious antics, put a damper on the mood. Play clown music? What the heck is clown music?
I don't know.
I've never heard of clown music. Really loud while they go at it. Narrate a few TikToks poking fun at that type of roommate using her sexy sex noises as background. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, use her as you know, audio. When she brings a guy home, make sure to compare him to previous guys. Tell them that every guy gets a nickname. Make it demeaning. Oh, hey! You know, she screamed louder with the last dude. I'm going to call you Tiny, because that's the only thing that can make sense. Hey, Tiny. Collect lots of brochures for STD testing clinics and put them on the table, just so the guy is prepared. Wow, that's hilarious. He probably doesn't even stop at the table, though. Where's your room? Just walk straight there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
She might have STDs.
But she has to have STDs because, you know, condoms and stuff only do so much. And statistically, if you keep doing this, that's what I'm saying. It's so scary. It is so scary what she's doing. I'm scared for this person. You know, and I've had friends that have done stuff like this, and they definitely weren't. The risks happened. They had to go to doctors and stuff, you know.
Whoa.
You know, it's not like it doesn't happen. They tell you this for a reason. It happens. It's not good. It's not positive. Like, this is real.
This one.
What does it say? Have louder sex. Fuck her dad to assert dominance.
What?
Oh my gosh. The dad thing is kind of out there. And I don't know, she seems busy. She's literally studying. That's the point. She wants to study. She doesn't want to have competition, you know.
Yeah, that's
the point
so
is she
weird.
wants to do her schoolwork, and this is just, you know, this is distracting. I wonder how loud it is. Not how loud. I wonder what time it's actually happening, though. Like, I've studied until early morning, you know, when I should be asleep. So maybe that's the case. But if it's late at night and things are still open, why not go to a Starbucks or something? You know, get the cheapest coffee. You know, get the cheapest whatever. Buy a bottle of water because, you know, Starbucks is whatever. You're a student, obviously. But, you know, or even even McDonald's. You go to McDonald's, get a sandwich, do your stuff. It might be a little bit loud there, but I'm sure it's less distracting than your house, it sounds like, and you can put your noise-canceling headphones on there. I feel like she has options. But if it is really late at night, maybe you can't go anywhere, But I think my idea is still good. Earplugs, noise-canceling headphones. Let's see. Some people have a voyeur kink and get off being loud enough for other people to hear them. Oh, I didn't think about that. Which I think might be happening due to her saying it's worthless to have quiet sex. Sometimes quiet sex is hot as fuck. So clearly she's never tried. Honestly, call the cops on the assault and figure out what you have to do to legally evict her. She's making you uncomfortable. See, and that all depends on how the lease is worked out, because there's so many things that she could possibly do. She's telling her that she's going to kick her out, so I feel like she has some authority. She might not be in the lease, but you can't actually kick her out, depending on where you're at. So, I don't know. Do you have any tips for her?
No.
No.
I don't know.
I'm worried about safety too. Random guys in your home all the time. That's true too. There are so many different things. You're bringing strangers into your house consistently. It's almost like a drug house kind of. But I there's more risk to a drug house. But you've had people coming in. They're coming in to get something. I don't know. I wonder how she meets all these people.
Actually, though.
I mean, I've definitely known people that have done it, so it's definitely a thing. Definitely possible. Definitely different avenues.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So this one, my boyfriend got me pregnant. I want to have an abortion, but he's adamant that I don't. Am I the a-hole? So basically, me and my boyfriend have been very sexually active recently. I'm 16 and he's 18. And one night after we went to a party, we were both kind of drunk and we didn't have a condom, and just, I took the pill the next day just in case everything was fine. Recently noticed that I missed my period, got a bit worried, and took a test. Turns out I'm pregnant, and I've not had sex with anyone else. He's the only boyfriend I've ever had. So I told him and said I was probably going to get an abortion. My boyfriend freaked out, told me that maybe the contraception not working is a sign that if we kill our baby, our lives would change forever. I pushed back a bit. I'm barely 16. I'm honestly terrified at the idea of having a baby right now, but he got really insistent and pushy, and when I flat out said no, he just wouldn't talk to me and left. I told my cousin about it. We're really, really close, and we share stuff like that all the time. And she said if I didn't want to get pregnant, I should have waited to use a condom, and that I should commit to going through the pregnancy. I'm honestly mind blown by both of them. I figured that my feelings about it were pretty standard, especially since I tries to take contraception for it. So yeah, I don't know if an ass a-hole for trying to have the abortio? I think abortion.
Yeah, abortio.
Edit. Thanks for everyone replying, I'm assuming, and messaging me with advice on both sides. I appreciate people who are being respectful. The people are telling me I'm a disgrace and I should kill myself. I don't appreciate as much.
Whoa. Why did it chill out?
Right? I don't appreciate you guys as much for telling me to end myself. That's so nice of her to say it that way.
Why would you say that?
Right?
Like,
I had pretty much made up my mind when I posted, but I'm having second thoughts now. I'm not sure if I'll do another update since a lot of people commenting and messaging are kind of stressing me out. But most people are really kind. Man, that's terrible that people are shaming her and whatever.
I don't know.
She's barely 16, she says. if you're not 100% sure that you want to have a child for the rest of your life, not if you can't even say till 18, this human being is with you the rest of your life that you created, you know, you're going to be responsible for everything. You should have all kinds of doubts and thoughts, whatever. That's fine. You don't have to get an abortion.
Yeah.
You can put them up for adoption, whatever. You don't have to have this kid. You're a child yourself, you know. You know, and then the child, they're 18. That's, you know, they're just still young.
Yeah.
It's a sign that their birth control didn't work. That's a sign that you're fertile. That's it. It's not a sign that you should have a baby. Oh my goodness. I feel like people should really put a lot of thought into having children, because there's a lot of people that have children that that actually don't even want their children. That, like, they'll straight up say, I don't want my kids, you know, but they feel obligated to, and that's just terrible, you know. Because when they're saying it, their kid's like just sitting there right next to them. Oh, thanks, Mom, Dad. You know, I didn't ask to be here.
Yes, and people, they don't want the child may be neglected. It might be just worse for the child even.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they wanted the child, since she's so young, what can she really do? She's going to have to rely on her parents. Her parents, you know, may or may not help her. You know,
I mean, she is 16, so she might have a job at McDonald's or something.
That is horrible.
It's a job.
That is a minimum wage.
It's a job. I don't know.
Minimum wage. You know what's a good setup to having a child? Having an actual career, you know, and then you get time off to give birth and everything and take care of the child. When you work,
he's 18, right?
Yeah.
Did he ever say like he's gonna help her? Because if he's trying to, like, you have this child, then he should at least, like, help out a bit. Because you don't even want the kid, and then you're forcing her.
That's another thing, too. They have to think about if the relationship is going to last, also.
Oh, yeah. Like,
because if she doesn't want this kid, then they're probably going to separate. And then what? That is, this boyfriend that wants a child is most likely going to have visitation, have to pay child support. Is that what he wants for the future of his child and himself? Yeah. You know, I hear a lot of men complaining about child support and stuff like that. But then some of them set themselves up for it like this. You know, I want you to have a baby and blah, 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 blah. And the other partner may not always want it, you know, and they're going through with it.
They're not. Yeah, if they don't want it, then they're like, if that's what you want, then they're not the one for you. Just leave. Don't be forcing people. Let people do what they want.
Yeah.
Don't force people. That's rude.
And just, you know, after her reaction that she doesn't want to, pushing somebody is not. Like, let's say she gives in, like, okay, fine, I'll have this child for you. That's not good either.
Yeah, because,
you know,
she's not like, when people have children, they should have it for themselves.
Well, no. Well, I think, especially if you're in a relationship, people should agree. Yeah. You know,
like for themselves and their partner, not just.
Yeah, it's something that they both want. Because if they don't, then the person that is not really sure that they want to have a child will be resentful towards the other person that may have pushed them in that direction. So,
yeah. This topic, there's sides, and
let's read some of the comments. Someone linked the post of the guy who forced his girlfriend to have the baby, and now he's mad. He has to parent after she agreed on the condition that she have nothing to do with it. Wow. I haven't heard. There's been stories like that, too, that the women don't want anything to do with their kids anymore and dump them on the dad. And I feel like it's not as common as the other way around because, you know, the men don't get pregnant. So it's so easy just to walk away. A woman can't walk away from her own pregnancy. Yeah. Like, oh, I don't want this kid no more. Hey. It's attached.
Yeah.
Ugh. You know?
Like a dude can just, oh, ew, yeah, you're having a baby.
Ew, it's gonna come out of you? Ew. Oh, you're gonna be all broken down there. Oh, let me get me a new one. Not you, though.
They go like, whoosh, whoosh.
And I used a fake name when we did it, so try and get me. Ha! I'm sure that doesn't happen. I'm just... That's funny. I'm sure it probably has happened. It's a little out there, though.
Yeah, they poof into air.
Poof. Where'd that guy go? I don't know. But I got pregnant. Well, who was it? I don't know. It was Jesus. I'm Barry.
Ask your cousin if she thinks children are punishments.
What? Ask your cousin if she thinks children are punishments. And dump your boyfriend after you show him the post about the guy who begged his ex to have a child. And after she signed away her rights, his life fell apart and he was miserable. Not the a-hole. Do what's best for you. I think it's harder for people nowadays to sign over their rights. Like if you have a child, you're a parent, whatever, it's harder to sign over your rights, especially if there's nobody who wants to take up that responsibility, like adoption. You know, people in most areas, most states, they want two people to have rights to the child to either pay child support or whatever, unless you put them up for adoption. But yeah, it's funny. The cousin was basically saying that she deserved what she got. Like she made a mistake. The second mistake would be to keep a child that she doesn't want.
Yeah, like he uses drug and
And it doesn't specifically mean abortion. She could also put them up for adoption. But these are all her choices because it could be traumatic for her to go through a pregnancy too. So, here's the thing. That's the next comment. Here's the thing. He can walk away anytime. You have to deal with this for the rest of your life. You decide what kind of life you want and do what you have to do to make sure you get it. This isn't his decision to make. That's true. She has to go through the pregnancy.
Yeah.
That'll change your body completely for the rest of your life. And people that haven't gone through it, it's not just, I'm going to get a little fat. No, it does all kinds of stuff. Some people have like permanent damage afterwards. It hurts to walk. They can't control urination the same way. All kinds of things. So, and that's the risk that you take when you get pregnant, give birth.
Yeah, all the dude does is pew pew and then poof.
Baby. Wow, I just imagine that. He just pew pews and goes bye. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's all they do. They go pew pew and then. No more work is done after that.
Exactly. That's how easy it could be. I mean, of course, there's fathers that are there till, the whole thing. But it could be, and it has been for a good amount of people, that the male dedication is pew pew and go.
Yeah.
So this is something that she has to decide, Obviously, he wants it, but it doesn't mean he will be there through the whole thing. So let's say that she does consider having a child with him. That she also has to consider that even though he wants it right now before this kid's actually there. He's 18 years old. He doesn't know what this is going to be like.
Yeah. It's like, I want 5 dogs and 3 hamsters.
Right? Gotta catch them all.
That sounds so awesome. And when you get them all. Now you gotta think about now you didn't think about the work before. You thought, cute creatures.
Cute little baby that came from me. Yeah. My cute little baby. This is the hamster I made.
When it's there, it's like, oh my gosh.
Oh.
It's crapping everywhere. It won't shut up. I can never get any sleep.
Oh. Girly friend, can you change his nastiness down there? Oh. No ways.
He's reeling everywhere.
Oh, he's disgusting. Walking and getting into stuff now. Can you watch over him? He's trying to eat my PlayStation, and I want to backhand him, but I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Honey, he's sticking a fork in the outlet.
Right. Think about that. You need to sign him up for preschool. That's a lot of paperwork, and maybe Otto wants to read today, or you put my signature on anything. So can you go do that? I just want to sit here and do stuff. Of course, I'm assuming this is his personality. But this is the worst case scenario. She has to assume the worst. because some people will change when the child is born.
Yeah.
I mean, he could already be a douche. We don't know, but he could turn into a douche because that's a whole set of responsibility. You can't just put your kid on a website after you don't want it and say, here, he's only 3 weeks old, barely used, mint condition, and I'll throw in 5 diapers if you come pick him up right now. You can't do that with a kid. So, yeah, it's their whole responsibility.
I mean, he could be, good with the kid, but
he could, but
still,
you have to plan for the worst. Okay, can you deal with the worst? Because you might have the worst, and
and this was an out of nowhere thing. They didn't talk about this. That
it was an accident.
This just appeared out of nowhere.
Pew pew.
It's you need to have deep thought about this. Deep thought.
Yes.
Sit in the corner together. Think about this.
Sit in the corner.
Brainstorm. Put your foreheads together. Think about this. Do you really want
together.
this? Yes. Very serious. Yes.
I've never put my forehead to somebody else's to have a deep conversation. Hey, buddy. Put your forehead on mine. Let's have this conversation.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, our time's wrapped up. This was fun, Toasters. We've read some traumatizing things. Tuna tofu, I like that name. Anyways, what should you tell our subscribers and potential subscribers?
Eat your cheese.
And you should subscribe if you're a potential subscriber. Yeah. And you should comment like or don't like. We want to see what your thoughts. We want to feel your thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll know if you watch to the end because you have to put cheese at the end of your comment.
Oh yeah, put cheese at the end of your comment so we know that you watched. We want to see all the cheesy people out here.
Put all the cheese
and your favorite cheese, so Toby can try some new cheese.
And if you want to be extra, a rat.
A rat?
Yes, a rat.
That almost sounds mean and derogatory. Anyways, nobody wants to be called a rat.
Rats eat cheeses.
Maybe
that's what we call them. Rats.
No, don't do that.
What?
Anyways, bye.
Bye.